I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for because I am currently in a public... There's a person walking past. Oh my god. What I was going to say is, I'm in a public place and if anyone catches me filming, I'm going to die of embarrassment and... No, there's people everywhere. I can't do this right now. You know what? I'm gonna film and if anyone catches me, I'll just grin and bear it. But I'll also hold the camera so I can throw it into the footwell at any given opportunity so I don't get caught. So hello everyone, welcome to today's video. This is a long-awaited video. Everyone has been asking me so many questions about Crystal, what's going on with her, where has she been, and I'm here to answer all those questions, give you guys an explanation as to what's been happening, what's going on, and what the future holds for Crystal. So that is all this video is going to be about, just me sitting down chit-chatting and also some little videos of her. But I won't go into too much detail about that just yet because we need to start off with a little prequel to this story. As you guys know, I have owned Crystal for 8 years now and I'm never going to sell her. I can say that with 100% confidence. I will be selling my kidney on the black market before Crystal goes anywhere to be sold because it's just never going to happen. She's literally my heart horse. She's everything to me. She's my child. She's never going anywhere. You get the gist. Obviously, I am 5'10". I'm quite a tall gal. Crystal's 14 hand Connemara. Now, I still ride her, but you know, I am quite tall on her. Luckily, I'm very slim. So I'm the right weight for her, but I am tall on her. And on top of that, as you know, Crystal has had 2 tendon injuries in the past, which means she is now fully retired from competitions and she rarely jumps. She used to be a full-time competition pony. If you've been subscribed to me or following me on Instagram for very long, you know that me and Crystal used to compete in affiliated eventing and show jumping. She doesn't do that anymore. She is definitely just a happy hacker, fun pony these days, just because she is nearly 17 years old and because of her 2 injuries, I just want to preserve her. I want her to go on for as long as possible. Like I said, she doesn't do much these days. I'm a little bit tall on her. It's fine. She can carry my weight fine, but it's not like I'm going to be going out in really heavy work, doing lots and lots of different things with her. We just have fun at home. We go to the beach sometimes, have a fun beach ride, things like that. This year has been a rough one for me. As you guys know, Inky got diagnosed with navicular, which kind of ended our competition career. I still don't know whether I'll ever be able to jump him again, so that was kind of a blow to my hopes and dreams, as he is my main competition horse and I can't afford to get another one. So the fact that he isn't going to be able to be that anymore was obviously very gutting. Recently, over the last few months, I was very lucky to be given the ride on both Mac and Ariel, who are both owned by people I know. And it was really, really fun. We got to go out to loads of shows and had such a good time with them both. But then Ariel went back to her owner and she's been gone for about a month and a half, I think. I've still got Mac, but he's not going to be with us for much longer, as my BS membership has run out and I'm not really planning on renewing it anytime soon, just because Inky is out of action and Mac was only just a temporary horse for me to ride. But while all that was going on, Crystal was kind of put on the back burner. I didn't really have time to do much with her, as I had 2 competition horses to keep in full work. And it may not be a lot for a lot of people that ride a lot of horses every day, but my horses are on DIY livery. I don't live at the yard. It's actually a lot of time. My dad takes me up the yard every day and we spend a lot of time doing the work and then a lot of time riding. Even when it's just 2 horses, it does take up a lot of time and it's very different when you have your horses at a livery yard because you have to go to them and it's not just like on your doorstep. Our yard is half an hour away from us where we live, so it is a bit of a trek and everything. So 2 horses to keep in work is definitely enough for me, especially at this time with the yard so far away from us. But yeah, so I didn't really have time to ride her, and also it was just kind of riding her occasionally, and it kind of got me thinking about something I had been thinking about for a while, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to like take that step. But that leads us on to what is going on with Crystal and where she actually is. I've given you guys a little preface to everything and this is the part where we actually talk about what's going on with Crystal. So bearing all that in mind and knowing that as I'm on my gap year, I do want to do some travelling, I want to do lots of work, and I really didn't think I'm going to have an awful lot of time for Crystal. Now, don't get me wrong, I would always make time to see her and love her. Obviously, she would have the absolute best care always. But by time, I mean more time to ride her. And she is someone that really enjoys her work. She loves being ridden. And I did feel a little bit bad that I wouldn't be riding her very much. She'd just kind of be just not really in work that much, and like I said, while she's still young enough to work, I really would like her to keep taking over. So I tentatively started looking for a lease home for her, for someone to lease her. I was going to be so picky. In the end, only 2 different people came and tried her out of the literally hundreds of people I had messaged me about her, because I was so picky and very particular about who I wanted. And she is now in a lease home. She's not here anymore. She has gone to Elisa. For people who don't know what leasing is, she is still owned by me, and the people that lease her off me give me loads and loads of updates. They had to sign a contract so that there's only specific things they're allowed to do with her. This is for Crystal's safety and their safety, and just for everyone to be happy. So it's like a fully openly disclosed relationship, and yeah, it has been really good so far. Crystal has been away from us for about 2 months now. I know you guys are thinking, 2 months? How did you keep quiet this long? I really wanted to make sure that the lease home was working and it was going to be right, and it was more of a permanent change as opposed to something temporary, as I didn't want to post all about it and then if it didn't work out for her to just come back again and everyone be confused. So I wanted to make sure they were definitely right for her and she was definitely right for them, and I did go and visit her, which was really nice. It was lovely to see them again and lovely to see Crystal, and she looks really happy. They're getting on so well. She is being leased by a 13-year-old girl who is having lots of fun just having a pony to have fun on. She's not looking to compete her, she's not looking to jump really high. They're the absolute perfect home I'd want for Crystal to go to, as they just want to have fun, they just want a pony to love, and that is exactly what I wanted for her. So I know I said permanent, but I don't mean permanent. I can't say exactly how long Crystal is going to be away on lease for. It is very a month by month basis. I have loosely had the idea that she might possibly be away for a year. It might be more, it might be less, but I will definitely be visiting her very regularly. They're quite local to me, so it's easy to go and visit her, and it's just really nice to see, especially as I'm going to be at university next year. If I decided that I wanted Crystal to stay in the lease home while I'm at university, that's an option, or alternatively I can just bring her home and she can just stay in light, gentle work. But for now, especially with all the things I want to do, it's definitely the best solution, rather than Crystal just being sat in a field not doing anything. And as far as the things I want to do, for those of you who don't know, I am actually a professional model. I have been modelling in London Fashion Week since I was 15, so for the past 4 or 5 years, and it's kind of taken a step back, the modelling and the acting and things that I do outside of horses, because horses have always been my #1 priority, and now that I'm currently in a state of quietness with the horses, with Inky being out of work, it has been really nice to kind of focus on those other hobbies of mine. And I do want to spend this gap year working, travelling, doing some different things. Of course, horses will always be my #1 love, but I do want to just kind of expand what I'm doing a bit. So it's nice for Crystal to be somewhere where she is getting, you know, that one-on-one attention that I couldn't quite really give her while I'd be doing all these things. And obviously when you have animals and pets, there's a lot of restrictions to what you can do, how much you can travel, and horses are a full-time commitment. And yeah, so those are basically my reasons for her going on lease. If anybody has any questions, please comment them below. I'm not sure if it's a question that would come up, but if anyone's wondering, I'm not going to lease her out to anybody else after this home. They are the perfect home for her. But if it didn't work out for whatever reason, or when Crystal does come home, she will just come and stay with me. Like, I'm not planning to try and look for her to go to another lease home or anything. So please, no comments about like, oh my god, please can I lease Crystal? I'm not leasing her out to anybody else. This was only something I was going to consider if the home was absolutely 100% perfect in every way, and I was so lucky to find that, and it took looking through hundreds of messages and only 2 people being able to come and try her for me to find this perfect home. So I really doubt I would find it again. So just clearing that up, I'm not looking to lease Crystal out to anybody else. Please do not ask me about that. I also won't be saying who is leasing her. I want to respect their privacy. Like I said, the girl is only 13. She doesn't need the eyes of my platform, as it's quite a large one. She doesn't need those kind of eyes on her, and she should just be able to enjoy Crystal in private and in peace without the internet's judgments. As I learnt as I grew up on social media, it is really detrimental, and I really wish there had been someone to protect me from that at that age. So yeah, so please no questions about who is leasing her. If you happen to know for whatever reason who it is, I really ask you to keep that private, because it's just for their privacy purposes. I really don't think it's necessary. I'll update you guys on how she's doing, you don't need to worry about that, but really it's a private matter, and as long as I know she's okay, that's all that matters. But like I said, I did go and visit her, so I will insert some clips of me visiting Crystal, and I got to have a ride on her, which was so amazing because I've missed her so much. It'd only been just under 2 months, 7 weeks since she's been gone, and I felt like a limb was missing. I miss her so much, so it was so lovely to ride her. Nice. Oh, pretty. Oh, that was pretty. I'm pretty sure I've answered all the questions that could come up, but if you have any more, please feel free to comment them in the comments and I will answer them. I really can solidly say that Crystal was really happy and healthy, and this has definitely been a good decision. I have been quite full on with everything, and it kind of gets to me sometimes. I don't really talk about my mental health much online because it's something that is very private to me, but I have been extremely overwhelmed recently, and it has kind of been nice just to take a break, just to see Inky every day. But at the moment he's not being ridden, so I just see him. It's lovely. I do, you know, my chores at the yard, and I'm just kind of taking a break at the moment. I think just after so much bad luck, it definitely kind of wore me down, and I'm kind of a bit lost about where my future in horses lies. I'll always have Inky and I'll always have Crystal. They're with me for life, but I guess I'm coming to that really depressing acceptance that I do have to give up the dreams I originally had. I don't want to completely throw them away because I'm very stubborn and persistent, and I will strive for absolutely everything, even if it's completely unrealistic. But I'm gonna do my best to continue to do what I love. But for now, it's been nice just to take a little break, just to kind of relax and realise that horses don't have to be everything. I do have other things and other things I love and enjoy, which is so easy to forget about when I'm wrapped up in horses 24/7. So it's been nice to just have that time. But I am dying to get back in the saddle again on Inky. Really missing it, and I really hope one day that we will be out competing again. Who knows what the future holds. I do have lots of plans for the future. Whether or not I'll be able to achieve them is an entirely different matter, but one can dream. But yeah, I just wanted to keep you guys updated. I know my YouTube has kind of slacked recently. Like I said, I wasn't really doing the best up here, but I'm feeling a bit better. Kind of. So I'm going to try and post a bit more. I was going through a phase of posting loads and then I kind of just dropped off for a while, so I'm sorry about that. But I will definitely get back to posting. I definitely have some more news coming out, some like big news I guess. That will probably be the next video, so you'll have to wait for that. But this has been the Crystal update. I hope I answered most of the questions, and like I said, if you have any more, please comment them below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all respect and understand my decision watching. Thank you guys so much. I love you and see you in the next video.
Crazy over you.